I'm very honored that I was invited to come and speak on behalf of, and I'm going to say the two people that I've come to know. The only thing that I have to lend to this forum, certainly Maurice Salakan is more aware of the national things that are going on that rip away the Constitution that is here to protect us as human beings, as American citizens. And this constitutional right is being ripped away. And this puts us all in danger. And I want us, so I'm coming here today to give you some personal testimony of two people that I know very well, that I've had time to put food in, that they've given me food to eat. And I've eaten with them. First, Afia Sadiq. Now, Afia was a member of my masjid. She had the Dawah Resource Center there, and she spent a lot of time in that masjid providing and raising money to get books about Islam so that people could come and learn about what the religion of Islam means, not only from her own standpoint, but from original sources. She was a generous, and continues to be, I guess in her heart, the same generous soul that was concerned with the people of Bosnia to help raise money. And she was doing the work. This young lady, thin, frail, small, 5'1", 100 pounds pregnant. This is the woman who they said picked up the machine gun and was threatening the soldiers. So I know her personally. I ate at her home. My wife and I, who was here, we ate from her hand. We listened to her speech, and I've watched her over a period of 10 years, nearly 10 years, as she graduated from, I believe, MIT, who had eaten in my home and I ate in her home. And this is the woman they say was a threat to the United States government. It goes to show you how weak the United States is. If they're going to target this young woman and beat her down and do the things that they're doing to her, this shows the weakness of our nation. And I'm here to advocate on her behalf, to say that, and knowing her personally, see, none of you knew her personally. And the government is speaking out against her, didn't know her personally, never ate with her, never heard her speech, never heard her soul. And so this is the woman that is now threatening the United States that they have to lock her up for 86 years. Can't send her home. After she's been wounded, shot down, and been, I don't know what other means she's been mistreated by, but I know her personally. And I'm here to speak to the American government, speak truth to the American government, in the court of public opinion, because you now have the opportunity to judge whether my testimony, whether she's right or wrong, whatever she's done, at least let the woman go home. What more can she do to you? But they're trying to send a message here to the people of the United States, and for you women and men who are gathered here today, that you should be weak and you should cower. You should kowtow to their authority, but never will we. Not if we want to speak the truth. Also, this young man, Tariq Mahana, who I came to know because he attended the masjid. He used to go into the meetings at Halakha over Northeastern University. The sweetest young man you'd ever want to know. Of course, he was spirited. He's concerned, as you are. I guess that's why you're here, for the concerns that are going on in the world. Why is the world the way it is today? Say all the Muslims were to disappear. Would that have changed Nagasaki or Hiroshima? Would it have changed Vietnam? Would the Muslims have blamed for that? No, the world is in the condition that we are right now presently because we refuse to obey God, and we want to put the Constitution, this one nation over God, we want to put this one nation over God instead of this one nation under God. So that the Word of God has become weak and is giving no fruit. And everything is permissible. Even the Constitution that they hold so dear now can be used against us instead of being used for us to protect our needs and our interests. What is in our hearts should at least have the concern for what is going on in America that is being able to damage your rights. Okay, Tariq Mahana's gone and they've gotten him and they're going to destroy him. No, they won't. And I ask Allah to help us with it. His father's here, someone I've known for a few years. I knew your son long before I knew you. I believe that if the people would at least raise their voices, I got 5 minutes, at least to raise your voices, to write and to meet in halaqah concerning this, because we cannot let this nation just do whatever it wants and expect for it to find life and continual existence. This nation, by God, will be brought to its knees. They don't have to worry about any bombs. They don't have to worry about me blowing up anything. But Pharaoh is gone, and Rome is gone, and many nations have gone before us that have found their demise because of their injustice. And much of our nation, and much of us who are even Muslims, are in a state of denial. And the world will find that this denial will bring the whole world to its end. So I'm asking, first of all, that God will help us, and I'm asking you to pay more careful attention to and be on Mari Saleh-Khan's email. Because he's the prime, I would say, and I'm not stroking him, but it's the fact that this is what he does. He goes all over this nation looking for the wrongdoing, doing to ferret it out and bring it to the attention of the people. So if you want to know more about it, then ask that you be on this man's email list so that you can be informed. The first thing we need to do is to be informed. Because ignorance will kill us. Ignorance is going to kill us. And then when you have knowledge of what's going on, make sure you make a level-headed commitment to be able to be amongst the people who speak out or give your money to the cause of freeing Tariq Mahana and allowing Afia Sadiq at least to go home and die in her homeland, since you won't give her justice here. What more wrong can you do than to take a woman who has no record of being a terrorist and treat her like she is worthless? And you feel that you're a great nation now, America, the land of the, it's called the land of the free, the home of the brave. I call it the land of the coward, the home of the slave. This is America. Make sure that you are not one of those slaves by being able to speak out against the wrongdoing that's going on. Come to know who these people are. There's a lot of literature that's around. If you want to speak to me personally, I will remain behind and you can talk to me. If you want to know who Tariq Mahana is, he's a lovely young man, a PhD, who had a whole future ahead of him and was not going to waste it on trying to do something to a nation that would not stop the wrongdoing. He was wise and intelligent and well advised by his father, his imam, and his community not to do the things that they say. So know that those who claim the things that they do is either entrapment or that they are pure lies, kathibin. I ask Allah to have mercy on those two people, and the others is Tariq Shah. I know so many more of these victims of preemptive prosecution. They're trying to prosecute them, thinking that if they do this, then they will stop them. They will go, come and get me. Because I'm in a jihad straight up against any wrongdoing wherever I find it. Come and get me, because I will continue to speak on behalf of those who do wrong, on behalf of those who are being harmed, and against the wrongdoer. Here I am, Imam Faaruuq, 724 Shamad Avenue. If you want, come and get me. Know that my voice will continue to be raised on behalf of those who are being oppressed.